Sigma INFJs are renowned for having strict, unwavering beliefs. This explains why they are among the most collected, prosperous, and intelligent beings on the earth. However, what are these convictions that have shaped who they are? Number 10. The idea's creation is less significant than its execution. If you think that having good ideas is more important than having brilliant ones, you are probably an INFJ Sigma. Everyone considered starting a business or finding the most practical strategies to increase income by twofold in less than a year. But only if you can put them into practice. Only if you are able to adopt the required actions and routines in order to implement those concepts. Sigma INFJs differ from the other dreamers in this way. The easiest part of the process is coming up with excellent ideas, but carrying them out requires consistency, dedication, and drive. There will be challenging tasks and insurmountable challenges. Longer lows and shorter highs will occur. Sigma's capacity to carry out whatever plan they have in mind is what matters, though. And they have faith that they will survive even the toughest storms in life. Number 9. Being the best is preferable to being first. The thing about Sigma INFJs is that they don't care about rivalry. They merely contrast their current talents with their prior ones. And they will be pleased with themselves if they see a noticeable improvement. Because of this, they are tougher and more effective than others who want to move up the ladder more rapidly. Because they think life is not a race, Sigma INFJs never rush. In the first place, time is erratic. They will find up competing against them if they base their timeline on how other people are performing, which might have disastrous results. Why? Because doing so only led to them making snap decisions. People may take actions for the sole purpose of succeeding without realizing that they aren't truly developing as a result, since they want to be the first and best. Sigma INFJs don't desire that. Thus they would prefer to improve upon and outgrow their former selves and become their own version. The most effective and efficient strategy to climb the success ladder is to remove oneself from societal pressure and influences. Does this imply that, as a Sigma INFJ, you were never jealous of others' successes, even when you were at your lowest? Number 8. Everything they need to get going is already there. For Sigma INFJs, the toughest challenge to achieving fulfillment is getting started. However, they also agree that they can come up with 100 justifications for delaying action. Some people believe that the first month of the year or the first day of the month are the only times when they can begin the first step toward weight loss. However, Sigma INFJs beg to differ because they think they always have what they need to get going no matter the obstacles. Willpower and drive are the only things keeping them in check. They believe that their minds consciously create justifications to mask their worries and self-doubts. However, if they overcome these irrational obstacles, they will finally be able to change and gain some additional knowledge. Number 7. Leaving is okay. The Sigma INFJs are the latest to accept popular internet codes. If the majority of people think giving up is exclusively for losers, Sigma INFJs believe it's much more complicated. Sadness results from continuing to study in a course after losing interest in it. Fighting for a relationship that is unhealthy or has lost its meaning could put their needs in danger. Additionally, continuing in a position that no longer fosters growth can be harmful to someone's mental health. And each of those occurrences can constitute failure for the Sigma INFJ. Therefore, they think they are free to abandon something if it no longer brings them joy. They believe that changing one's mind is acceptable because it happens to everyone. Fixating on one path and denying oneself of the enjoyment one deserves is not normal. Sigma INFJs believe it is always okay to leave what they started behind and live better as long as they are not causing harm to others. But how can a Sigma INFJ determine if the path is the appropriate one for them? Number 6. They can always make their own decisions. While some believe that in order to be discovered, one must first be chosen, accepted, recognized, or promoted, the Sigma INFJs disagree. They take action on their own and enhance their character rather than waiting for people to get in touch with them. The Sigma INFJ doesn't require someone to draw attention to them, because they are the light in themselves. They shine and are assets by being genuine and brilliant on their own. They are able to market their expertise, produce their own music, and distribute their own works. Sigma INFJs of a self-reliant person are aware that they always have a choice, even when everyone else won't. They are independent of the opportunities that society provides for them. Number 5. Failure is a tool for learning. Strong brains view failure as a dead end, but great minds see it as a learning opportunity and a tool for higher results. They realize that a number of variables will affect their outcomes. One of these is how they make the most of their setbacks. Therefore, if you identify as an INFJ and use failure as a powerful motivator to achieve your goals, you are probably a Sigma. While alphas are easily overcome by criticism, prejudice, and mockery, they serve as catalysts for Sigma INFJs to skyrocket toward their objectives. They observe more than just what happens next. Instead, they proactively take the required actions to maximize their failures and improve moving forward. Were there moments when, as a Sigma INFJ, you had trouble getting back on track after failing? Number 4. More than fame and fortune define success. The Sigma holds that happiness and success are arbitrary concepts. It's much more complicated than most people realized. Similarly, it goes much deeper than they imagined. Some wealthy and famous people can enjoy their achievements but still feel hollow within. Consequently, they don't fit the definition of success as it actually is. Success should be accompanied by happiness and contentment. There is no set standard or restriction. For one person, success entails being hired for a respectable position, whereas for the other, it entails being promoted. Simply put, everything in life depends on perspective. Living actively from a successful perspective is the only way to achieve success and pleasure. Everyone develops into what they believe, and nobody will believe in them if they don't. Therefore, if you have the same point of view, you are probably a Sigma INFJ. Number 3. The best things take time. Sigma INFJs can witness how impatient society can occasionally get as keen observers from the outside. People hurry to succeed despite not having the requisite skills to do so. Without taking the time to gradually develop into the type of person that fits that role, many become fixated on getting promoted or getting a higher paying job. Good things do, in fact, require time. INFJs that identify as Sigma think they are exempt from societal pressure. Because of this, they do not need to endure such strain in order to feel sufficient and successful as a person. They must march at their own pace and live according to their own rules. And because they follow their instincts, no one can pressure them into undertaking a task for which they are not yet prepared. They are aware of the length of time required to develop a rock-solid mindset. Therefore, any too good to be true claims can come off as deceptive and unreliable to them. Has someone tried to persuade you to make quick money as a Sigma INFJ? Number 2. Respect must be gained. While the majority of self-righteous, egotistical, and selfish people think they deserve respect, even with how far they have come or how much they have previously done, Sigma INFJs know better. They believe that their only rights are to common civility and politeness. However, they understand that they must gain the confidence and respect of others. The same holds true for what they anticipate from other people. Therefore, it is not because of their label that Sigma INFJs are ever appreciated, recognized, or greatly admired. It originates from their regular attitudes and actions. It results from the way they treat other people in return. They respect everyone's time by acting morally and consistently following through, regardless of their superior aura. Number 1. They think that quality is fundamental. People that are truly successful, like Sigma INFJs, did not get to where they are as a result of their privilege or life circumstances, but rather their capacity to optimize resources and produce high-quality outcomes. It doesn't matter if the Sigma INFJ works as a CEO or a janitor. How well they achieve the targeted goals serves as a barometer of their success. Likewise, it is more important to consider how many of their accomplishments actually matter rather than how many of them they have. Do you prioritize quality above quantity as an INFJ Sigma? How did this affect the quality of your work? INFJ's beliefs and values help to define who they are. Every self-improvement and decision that they make in their lives is based on these guiding principles. Have you ever disregarded some of these ideals as an INFJ Sigma? Have you ever carried out an action that is inconsistent with them?